Okay, this is my 40-year-old Crusader kiln, pottery kiln, that's been on since 7 o'clock this morning. It's now about 4:30, and as you can see through those holes, it is very red and very hot in there. It's not quite ready to go off, but it's in the garage here. As you can see, there's a window right there, and this is kind of like my workspace. And I'm just constantly monitoring it. How I use it is it's very old, and it has two dials right there that I use to turn it up, just like an oven. And it goes from low to high with a bunch of notches in between. And this is called a kiln sitter, and on the inside, just on the inside of that is the sort of a rod and a lever that I hang a little ceramic cone with. And the cones look like this. Here's one of my cones when it was melted. It's called a junior cone, and it sits on a rod, and then it melts like that, and it drops this bar down, and so that latch right there will fall down. This is the only way I can turn on and off my kiln, although I have recently discovered that I can turn on the do something with that kiln sitter to turn the kiln back on, and I turn it on to a lower setting to let it sort of go back down to a more moderate temperature for a while. This is one of the coldest days of the year, and I get really worried that the kiln will cool much too fast, and then the pots could crack, or they won't look very bright. Any number of issues can happen. I've been having pinhole problems. So I'm learning. I just got this kiln. It was donated to me from a friend of my mother's who had it for years, and I'm grateful. So it's not very large. I get about 3 shelves in there, and not a ton of pots, but it's good enough for now, and may want to invest in something else down the road. This process takes a good 11 hours for me, and then it has to cool for roughly 24 hours, but I'll probably open it back up tomorrow afternoon. Since this cold temperature, it'll probably be very cool inside. I just don't want to open it up too soon. So I have a couple of peepholes there on the side. There are plugs in there, and typically that's one way to sort of let some of the heat out, or air, because there's a lot of gases inside there that as it's heating up you have to let out. Anyways, we'll see what happens tomorrow when I open it back up. I'm very excited. So that's it. Bye.